Hi everyone, I'm so excited to introduce my Mega Business Bundle, which has just about everything you need for your business bookkeeping, plus a bonus. So let's unpack all the goodies. Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. This is Meeta. I am first going to give a brief overview of all the features included in the Mega Business Bundle and then go a little more in depth into each feature. The first tab is the Settings tab, which lists out all the different categories: income, operating expenses, cost of goods sold, capital expenses, non-operating items. All of the categories are pre-filled for your convenience, but you can go and change any category name simply by going and typing over it. The next tab is the dashboard. This is completely automated and gives you a bird's eye view of how your business is performing, both on an annual basis as well as on a monthly basis. It also provides a breakdown of all of your income sources, your expenses including cost of goods sold, operating expenses, capital expenses, and non-operating items. Next we come to the income tab. This is where you would enter all of your income transactions, and I'm going to go into greater detail a little later. Next we come to the expenses tab, where you would enter all your expense transactions. Then we have the capital expenses tab, where you can record all your capital expenses like furniture and fixtures, equipment, and so on. And it also gives you a lot of detail. For example, you can enter the lender name, the loan origination date, and all other information regarding the loan. We now come to the non-operating items tab, and this is very useful to record any non-operating items like owner draws, contributions, interest payments, loan payments, any interest income, transfers, and so on. We also have a bank reconciliation statement, which allows you to keep track of your current bank balance. We now come to the income statement, also called the profit and loss statement, and this is automatically generated and set up for printing, and is very useful to have to hand to your accountant, to your bank, or for your own records. There is also a cash flow statement, which automatically shows you the net cash flow from operations, and you can enter cash flow from other activities. There is also a balance sheet template that you can fill out. This is set for printing and is very useful to have for your own records or to present to your bank if you're going for a loan. After you have filled it out, this spreadsheet will also calculate and show you different ratios like the debt ratio, current ratio, your working capital, assets to equity ratio, and debt to equity ratio. There is also another very useful template, the debt schedule, and in this you can list out all of your different mortgages, installment loans, lines of credit, and notes. We now come to the estimated taxes tab, and this automatically calculates for you what your estimated self-employment tax, federal tax, and state taxes are going to be on a monthly, quarterly, and annual basis. The Mega Business Bundle also comes with an accounts receivable and accounts payables tracker. This is extremely useful to record all of your invoices, both from your customers and to your vendors. This is the accounts receivables tab, where you record all the invoices for your customers. You record the due dates, and to the side you see all the amounts outstanding. Similarly, for accounts payable, you can record all the invoices payable to your vendors. To the side you will see all of your amounts outstanding, current 1 to 30 days, 31 to 60 days, 61 to 90, and so on. There is also an open invoices feature, which automatically shows you all of your invoices that are currently open. You also get automatically generated printable aging reports, both for accounts receivables and accounts payables. And these are very useful to present to banks if you're trying to get a loan using your accounts receivables as collateral. The Mega Business Bundle now also includes a weekly inventory tracker. You can track 200 items. You can track what your purchases were, any wastage, your stock in hand, and it will automatically show you how much was used or consumed. It also gives you the inventory value both on a weekly and year-to-date basis, shows you how much was consumed, purchased, and wasted. There is also a cumulative tab which shows you on both a weekly and a cumulative basis how much was purchased of each item, how much was lost in wastage, what was consumed, and you will see this for each week going forward. As a bonus, I've also included a cash and bank draws template. This allows you to track your cash and bank balances for over 20 locations. Going back to the business bookkeeping spreadsheet, let's enter some transactions in the income tab. A nice feature about the spreadsheet is that you can enter transactions for any month at any point. It doesn't have to be chronological. Let's enter a date, say Jan 15th. Let's say it was for your website and we had income of 5,000. Let's say there was a sales tax of 7%. Enter that and it automatically gets calculated for you over here. You can go ahead and add product ID, description, and notes over here if you like. You also get to see your totals up on top over here: income, sales tax, and total income. I also wanted to show you that in the dashboard, the website income has gone up by 5,000 for Jan. Let's enter another income transaction, and this time we'll choose an income source that we haven't used before, so you can see it clearly in the dashboard. Let's go back to the income tab. Let's choose January 12th, say, and we'll choose income source 9. The income is going to be 10,000, and say this doesn't attract sales tax, and we'll leave it blank. Going back to your dashboard, you will see the income source 9 has now 10,000 in it for January. I also wanted to show that each transaction can have its own sales tax. So say you had a sale which had a sales tax of 5%. If you enter that, the sales tax will change accordingly. It's very easy to change or delete any transaction. You can simply highlight and delete it. You can change any amount, go back to it and change it. You can change the income source too if you want. Now let's go to the expenses tab and enter a transaction. Let's say we want to enter a transaction again for Jan 15th. Let's say we want to enter advertising and we spend say $150, and this will show up in your dashboard. Let's go to advertising. January was $150. Any changes you make in the settings tab will show up in the drop down lists in the income, expenses, capital expenses, and non-operating items tabs. Say for example, in the income sources we add something like Amazon. In the income tab, you will now notice that Amazon is listed in the drop down list. This bundle also comes with a detailed business plan template, and each of the features also has detailed videos. I will be leaving a link to this spreadsheet in the description and comment sections below. I hope you found this video useful, and I hope you give it a like and subscribe to my channel. Please leave your questions and comments below. You can also contact me through my website moneyusage.com. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on my next video.